Hey Cancer, thanks for reaching out. Sorry for that. Hey Cancer, thanks for reaching out for your weekly forecast for January 11th through the 17th. We're going to connect just to see what's going on for you guys. I want to say sorry. I know I came out with this video. I'm like, I'm back. I'm posting again. And then I disappeared for like 2 weeks. I was super sick. I'm better now. I'm ready to focus on you, my darlings, and see what is going on for the collective Cancer energy, Sun, Moon, and Rising for January 11th through 17th. If you happen to stumble upon this video past that date, don't worry, my darlings. You found it whenever you were meant to find it, and there will be messages here for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see what's going on for you guys, my dears. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump in here. The cards are super slippery for you guys as I'm shuffling. And for me, when that happens, when I have slippery cards, this makes me feel like you might be very nervous about something. You might be very nervous about a big decision. Or there might be just a lot going on in your life and you're just kind of trying to like herd all the cats, so to speak. But we're going to see what the cards have to say and see what messages are coming in. Your first card here, is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands could be like you're trying to hold your ground. You're trying to hold your ground. Cancer, I feel like what's happening for some of you is that you're having an issue with boundaries where someone's really trying to get you to see things their way or convince you that your thinking or your beliefs are wrong. And you're just in this energy of where you're like digging into your beliefs, you're digging into what you feel, you're digging into what your intuition is telling you need to do. I feel also, oh gosh, I hate to say it, and I don't want to focus on it too long, but it is a part of what's going on right now. We can't ignore it altogether. I feel for some of you also, you might be finding that in this week, there are certain people in your life that you're just going to have to step away from because I feel they might really be coming at you with their political beliefs. And like, they don't want to rest until you see what they see or you believe what they believe. But this is the hard thing. This is the difficult thing. We're coming into a time of enlightenment where everybody's kind of choosing, I don't want to say choosing, but they're coming into what their truth is and standing up for what their truth is, right? And so it's going to be very hard for anybody to change anybody's mind, wherever you stand, whatever you believe. We're kind of in an energy right now where like people don't want to change their mind, or I don't want to say they don't want to, they're holding firm. And so Cancer, I feel that for some of you, you feel like the only way that there can be peace is to just kind of step away. Just kind of step away and be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to have an argument. I don't want to have a disagreement. You know, some of you are feeling like maybe you're kind of like having to part ways. For other ones of you, this Nine of Wands has to do with you just really being like getting yourself ready for like the next stage of your journey, to where like you're giving yourself a good push, like, okay, one more hurdle here or one more big thing that needs to be done, and you're going for it. You're just pushing yourself to go through like this really long journey. Now you're going towards this goal, like this finish line. Your next card here is the Eight of Swords, right? And again, I feel this is about you feeling very pressured, having people around you that are like pressuring you. And that could be where the nervous energy was coming from. Because like you want to do your thing or you want to go in your direction, but you've got somebody coming in and like, you have to think this and you have to believe this, and you're feeling kind of very stuck. You're feeling very stuck in a situation. Cancer, some of you might be wanting to leave some kind of organization or group, or you're just feeling like maybe being around family is just way too intense, but you're feeling very stuck. Like there's just this, you know, all these reasons why you can't. And I'm going to be very honest with you, Cancer. I'm going to be super duper honest with you. Usually when this card comes up, I talk about how this thing isn't really that tight around her, and she can wiggle out of it, and she can push off her blindfold and see she's not stuck, and she can walk away. Like she thinks that she can't walk away, but she can. Cancer, I think for some of you, you are genuinely in a situation where it's not that easy to walk away, right? Like it's not feasible, or it's not safe, you know, for you or for the other person. For other ones of you, it could be the first meaning of the card that you think you're stuck, but you're not. So what needs to be done is you just need to pray about this and say, God, if there is a way forward, help me to see the way. Help me and give me the courage to take that way, and help me to do it in a loving way where, you know, good things happen for everyone involved. Like, guide me to do it in a way that is beneficial, that is helpful, that is loving, that is kind, where no harm is occurring. Like, everything is in the best and highest good, and everything is peaceful, right? So, overall, though, I feel like for many of you, it's like this. Let's pull clarifiers here, because I'm having a hard time putting it into words. Let's pull clarifiers, and I don't normally pull clarifiers in the weekly videos, so don't tell the other signs. And if you're cross-watching, forgive me, but I feel like this needs clarifiers here. Clarifier 1. Ooh, look at this too. It could be a relation. It could be a marriage. You might be feeling stuck in a marriage or in a relationship. Knight of Wands. You feel very burdened. You feel very burdened. You feel very burdened. So if you're in a situation where you're feeling very stuck in a relationship, or the obligations that this relationship is putting you through, everything on your shoulders, like it has to be this way, has to be that way. The Knight of Wands gives me the sense or the feeling that some of you are like getting to the point where you want to give an ultimatum. You want to give an ultimatum. But what the Nine of Wands wants you to know is that if you are giving an ultimatum, you have to mean it. Like, you have to be in the place where, like, if you say that you're going to be done, you have to mean that you're going to be done, right? You have to be ready to uphold it, right? And you have to be sure that that's what you want. Are you going to be devastated if you have to uphold it? Like, if you tell somebody, if you do this one more time, I'm out of here. Or a work situation. You know, maybe it's not a marriage, or like a work situation, or living arrangement, or roommates. And if you're like, if you do this one more time, I'm out of here. And what if they try you? What if they do it one more time? And you're like, okay, well, you know, either like, oh, okay, just kidding, and they're going to keep doing it more or doing it worse. Or you're like, well, I said I was going to be out of here, so now I have to be out of here. Is being out of there going to really devastate you? You have to think about that. You have to think ahead. I feel that if you do give someone the ultimatum, they're going to like force your hand to where you're going to have to take it. So if you're going to give someone an ultimatum, you have to mean it. You have to, like, you think about it. Think about it carefully. Think about it wisely. It might not be easy to carry it out, so you have to be sure if that's what you're doing. But I really feel like someone is just, you're so aggravated. You're so aggravated. Like, you just push and push and push and push and push. The next card here is the King of Wands, and this is a card about creativity. This can also be entrepreneurship. Some of you might be getting really sick of a job, and you're like, I'm going to go out there on my own. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to find something new, or I'm going to create an opportunity or a business for myself. A lot of you might be getting really ready to take action. So my advice to you is, if you're at that point where you can't take it anymore, start working on the plan now. Right? Have things laid out, because the worst thing is just to like blow up and walk away from something, and then have to hurry up and scramble and try to get, oh, what am I going to do now? How am I going to bring in money? Right? Like, get the ball rolling, get your ducks lined up so that you're not waiting till the last minute to where you just can't take it anymore. If you are leaving a relationship, the King of Wands can tell me that you might be coming into a time where you're wanting companionship, but you're also wanting freedom. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be out there like, you know, jumping into bed with everybody. you can be monogamous. You can be faithful, but you're also wanting space to live your life and work on what you need to work on. And I just like some of you feel very suffocated by a situation, and you're wanting some freedom here to be yourself, to do your thing, to do things your way. Your next card here, Cancer, is the Ace of Swords. This also came up for Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. And so some of you may be dealing with the Pisces because they also had this card. Not necessarily, but it's possible. The Ace of Swords for me is about communication, ideas, efficiency. I feel that a lot of you are bringing a solution to the table. And I feel like what the cards are trying to say for a lot of you that are like wanting to give an ultimatum, Spirit is saying with this Ace of Swords, look, instead of going in there with an ultimatum, try to go in there with the solution. If you don't know what the solution is right now, this Ace of Swords is saying it's going to come to you, right? It's going to come to you this week where you're going to find an easier way to do things, something more efficient, and you're going to be able to go in there peacefully and just say, hey, I've got a really great idea. What if we did this and this and this and this moving forward? It would be easier for you in this way, and it would help me in that way, and it's a win-win kind of situation, a win-win kind of solution. In fact, what's confirming that for me is the King of Swords is your next card here, right? So the King of Swords is that win-win energy. The King of Swords is a master at mediation, being able to bring people together, finding the common ground, finding the solution, right? The King of Swords is a master at being able to present a situation to somebody to get what he wants, but also making sure there's a sense of fairness, logical, it's a logical thing that it's also going to be benefiting the other person. Here's how you giving me what I want also benefits you or helps you, right? Finding the benefit for everyone involved, okay? So in order to do this, Cancer, right, you might have to take a step back and you might have to say, okay, this person is really, really kind of riding me, or this person is really being demanding, or they're really insisting on something being this way. Why might they be doing this? Why do they need me to do it this way? How is it benefiting them? Okay, how can they still get that benefit if we change things and if we do this way where I don't have this, pressure on my back all the time? So there's a chance here for negotiation. There's a chance here to come into the situation with a resolution, okay? For some of you, it can be as simply as having to speak your truth and part ways, okay? But I think for the majority of you, there's this element of like wanting to give somebody an ultimatum, but there's a chance here to negotiate. There's a chance here to find common ground. As always, if you're not sure what it is, go ahead and say a prayer. Ask God to help you see the solution, help you to see the peaceful resolution, to help you with ideas to have a good outcome for everyone involved, and courage, courage and confidence in yourself. It might help to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks that might bring a little bit extra, more specific to your specific situation, because there's more specific placements and energies. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you if you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a happy new year, my dears. Take care.